Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Buhari under pressure faces hard options. In another 24 hours, Nigerians would have completed the second phase of lockdown, 14 days to make 28 days, imposed on Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, Ogun, Lagos states by President Muhammadu Buhari on March the 29th. Sadly, despite the lockdown designed to stop the spread of the coronavirus COVID-19, the number of positive cases has continued to climb. They will come down soon by God's grace. Before the lockdown on March 29, Nigerians had a total of 111 confirmed cases, but as of 11:30 p.m. on April the 21st, 24th, Nigeria has recorded a total of 1,095 confirmed cases with 32 deaths. I said to come down in Jesus' name. Don't worry yourself. In Lagos alone, that is the epic center. The infection rose to 68 cases by March the 29th to 657 confirmed cases on April the 23rd. Effective lockdown in Ogun. As of March the 29th, the state had 3 cases, but as of last February, 24 days after, the case has 29 cases, while FCT figure rose from 21 before the lockdown to 133. Also, as of Friday, we had 27 affected states as against 12 states before the lockdown. Experts say although the rise was expected, effective lockdown would have helped to filter the curve and helped with the spread of the virus. Many Nigerians apparently ignore social distancing as recommended by WHO during a pandemic of this nature. Um, Living amongst inabilities palliative by the government. Experts says Lagos alone being the country's economic hub losses 108.5 billion per day when activities are down to zero level. In essential, the commercial capacity of the nation would have lost over 3 trillion as at the end of 28 days lockdown. The decision from the viewers of the expert is that Buhari faces a hard option ahead of the expected lockdown by tomorrow. According to them, with the increasing number of positive cases, relaxing the lockdown may be destructive, but Nigerians cannot be locked down indefinitely without appropriate palliative. The president of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. Francis, said allowing Nigerians to move around with the increasing number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the community may spell doom, hence the need for a well-planned lockdown balance with palliative. When warned that government cannot continue to lock Nigerians down without balanced palliative, said the ongoing shutdown was ineffective because the federal government failed to balance it with the proper distribution. People have not gotten anything. People are starving to death in their home. Looking at health situation alone, I would say the lockdown should continue, but you cannot do that alone. You must balance it with economic, social, cultural issues and security, he said. Government needs to put things in place for us to have an effective lockdown process. If those things are not in place, lockdown will just be a pronouncement, not an action. Lagos and Kano. The NMA top official added that with the community transmission going on in 2 big states, Lagos and Kano, Nigeria has been able to filter the curve. He explained that Nigeria was yet to get to a safe position to ease lockdown, looking at the health issues, regretting that the aim of lockdown was to stop transmission of coronavirus, but it has not been happening and it has not worked effectively. According to Faye, to contain the spread of coronavirus, governments need to put its thinking cap on a balance between palliative and lockdown. Sincerely, lockdown is supposed to contain the spread of coronavirus, but it might be difficult if you have not put necessary plans to ease the pain of those in lockdown, he said. For you to lock down, you need to find a way to make people stay at home and eat. The palliative must be distributed fairly, and we must all have an activities from the government towards others. Nigerians may slip into worse situation if we keep lockdown indefinitely. This is not part of life, and it's not the way people have been used to. Stating that the increasing number of cases was as a result of increasing tests that is being carried on now to gain balance against the lockdown. Lagos and the states and other states in the country as a whole needs to appreciate the fact of lockdown, but things have to be put in place. For the virus to be contained, Aliyu added that Nigeria must continue with the lockdown, social distancing, and self isolating, lamenting that the lockdown has not been highly effective as many cases are recorded and people have failed to complete their stay at home. He said, government must put things in place for ensuring that people comply. Although we have heard of several efforts to get people palliative, but that, of course, has not achieved the expected result, and as such, most people have still not gotten the so-called palliative. It is not enough to declare a national lockdown without appropriate preparation and ensuring measures are in place to complete the lockdown and to make sure that people feel comfortable and are doing this well. While calling for extension of the lockdown, Aliyu said if palliative cannot be improved upon, there was no point for extending a nationwide lockdown as people need to survive. According to him, government must be more relenting and honest about palliative. There have been some inappropriacy, and the government has not been totally honest with the palliative. They say they are giving palliative, but 50% or more than 50% of Nigerians have not seen the palliative. Nigerians are already living below the poverty line. These are people that go out every day to fend for themselves. If palliative is sincerely not provided, it is difficult for them to comply, hence the increase in crime even in a time of lockdown. He called for compulsion and the use of face masks must be made compulsory to reduce the spread. On his part, the National Association of Doctors and Nurses Midwife call on the national lockdown, but said the right things must be done as well, the needful by the government, and as such, this will help in containing the spread of coronavirus. We are talking about a disease that's already affected millions of people all over the world, and as such, Nigerians needs to put things in place so we don't have increasing cases. In some states, there have been no cases at all. They have started recording index cases now. So this is quite serious, but we need to make sure things are well. When Wana in China was locked down, we all heard that people were not moving in and out of Wana. The issue of lockdown should be reconsidered following what is happening in Kano now. Let Nigerians exercise patience. If we don't do things right now, the predicament of the prediction of Melinda Gates may come to pass. The graph is still flat at the moment. Remember what she said, that very soon Nigeria, African will have dead bodies all over, but this will not happen to Nigeria. So the government and the people need to work together. The government of Nigeria needs to be honest for once, put things in order, get people to be able to stay at home comfortably so that it can be effective. Well, Nigerians now don't hear and finish to say federal government by tomorrow it will be already how many weeks that Buhari has called for a lockdown. But has this lockdown truly been effective? Nigerians are already living below the poverty line, people that go out every day to fend for themselves. How are we going to do this? Anyway, my people, not forget to like and share, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.